Hello, everybody. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson, and you're watching Hutch's Weather. We have some windy weather to talk about tonight. When will it end? I'm going to answer that question. We'll look at a quick forecast for you and a big update to the 7-day forecast. And a hint, it looks colder. I'll have details on that as well as we look ahead towards what your travel for the holiday week will look like on the week of Thanksgiving. That's all coming up next. Thanks for joining me on Hutch's Weather. We're going to get started right now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with meteorologist Hutch Johnson.
All right, thanks again for joining me on Hutch's Weather. Let's get right to the radar, and we're going to make a quick run through things here so you have an update on what we're seeing with regards to that weather heading into our evening hours. Now, the wind has been very gusty out there, and we still have some wind advisories to let you know about. But for all of that, we're going to talk about this. The blue counties you see here showing areas where we have wind advisories. Zooming in, that's Crookston, Grand Forks, Fargo, Moorhead, Valley City, Lisbon, Jamestown, all the way out to Steele County there, Kidder County, near Steele, I should say. And we have wind speeds plotted on here for you. We still have sustained winds of around 20 miles per hour, gusts higher than that in the advisory area. The advisory is up until 6 o'clock tonight. Some of the strongest winds, though, shifting down into the I-94 corridor of southern Minnesota. And that's where we have a little bit of open country. Fergus Falls, you're likely still seeing some very gusty winds. So that's a look at the radar. The wind is going to continue to be a little bit of an issue heading into the evening hours. Now, let's take a look at a high-resolution model here, shall we, and check out our forecast for this evening. What you need to know is when the winds are going to be subsiding, and to do that, let's pull this up for you. This is a high-res model showing us the time frame from tonight. I'm going to zoom into our area here for you real quick, as it's a national view isn't necessary for this particular forecast. Now, what you are looking at as we take a look at this is black lines. The closer the black lines are together here, the stronger the winds. So this is a picture of this evening by around 11 o'clock. See how far apart the lines are across North Dakota? That's light wind. So we'll have a decrease in wind speeds working their way in. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right model here. Oh, it is not the right model. Let me get something a little bit newer. There we go. That's more helpful. This is a little bit newer, a couple of hours newer. Here is a look at around that time frame that we're at right now. The cold air plowing down, gustiest winds here in Minnesota from the north. It looks brisk out there tonight with wind chills that are going to be down in the single digits and lower teens. Stepping forward in this, we see that the isobars are not as close together across North Dakota. Cold high pressure settles in. The coldest weather will be closest to this area of high pressure. The wind as we go through the overnight will subside for our entire area. So here's a snapshot of around the 1 a.m. time frame. And then as we head towards daybreak, right here, 6 a.m., the coldest air will be making its way through South Dakota. We'll have winds shifting directions. And that's the good news in your forecast. So the bottom line is our wind decreases through the overnight hours, but not this evening. So continue to expect problems for gusty winds across Minnesota. The trees will help with some of that. Now let's take a look at the next fun thing, and that's the changes in the extended forecast. What does that mean for you? Here's a look at Hutch's extended forecast carrying you through the week and what you need to know. Number one, let's talk about Friday. Less windy. That's a pleasant surprise. We'll have sunshine and 48 degrees in Fargo. Temperatures elsewhere. It will be cooler up north, but all of us, by the time we get to late in the day on Friday and on Saturday, we'll have a wind from the south, and that means a beauty for the weekend. Temperatures across our region will be in the low 40s north, and we will see a chance for temperatures to reach those low to mid 50s south, and it looks decent. After that, we start to see a late cloud push in Sunday and a good chance for some rain, maybe even some flakes of snow for some, as a weather wiggle for the holiday week makes its way out of the Rockies and into the Central Plains. This time frame will bring severe weather into the southern plains and some snowy weather into the Great Lakes region. So keep that in mind. I'll have an update tonight at 10. Here's our weather, though. It looks, besides light rain, fairly quiet heading into the holiday. Here's the big change that I wanted to highlight. Colder, a lot colder than it was looking yesterday. Lows will be in the teens on Wednesday and Thursday. Highs will be in the 20s. That's sub-freezing all day, all night, 24 hours a day. And that means, well, we'll have a little bit of ice setting up, but Hutch wants to remind you no ice is really safe. And I want you to just remember As much as you want to get out and test that new fish house and all of that, you just got to wait for things to set up. But we're going in the right direction for you outdoor winter weather lovers. That's a look at the forecast. I'll have an update for you a little bit later. Check my Facebook page out. Why don't you follow me there? You can go to the page to see the latest as opposed to waiting for it to populate in your feed. And also would love to have you subscribe to me right here on my YouTube channel. Search Hutch's Weather and subscribe today. We'll see you tonight with an update on that holiday travel forecast, not just here, but nationwide.